Now, today's story comes from the country of Turkey. And let's see. Well, it's right here on this map. Not a very accurate map. It sort of sticks out like a thumb into the Mediterranean Sea. And, of course, the main language there is not English, but Turkish. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to tell the story in Turkish. I don't know the language, but there's one word in Turkish you have to keep track of to enjoy this story. I learned this from a book called 20 Tellable Tales by Margaret Reed MacDonald. Heech, heech, heech. Once there was, and twice there wasn't, a very foolish servant boy named Mustafa. Now, not only was he foolish, he was so forgetful he might even forget his own name if someone didn't remind him every once in a while. One day his master said, "Mustafa, I want you to go to the market and buy some salt." "Yes, master," said Mustafa. "Now, boy, I'm afraid you might forget." "Oh, no, master, I won't forget. I'll just keep saying over and over what it is I'm supposed to buy. Then I'll remember." So Mustafa set off for the market, and with each step he was saying salt, 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 concentrating as hard as he could. But remember, he was a Turkish boy, so he was saying salt in Turkish, which sounds like this. Heech, 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 with every step concentrating. Heech, 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 until he came to a creek with a bridge over it. Now, down below on the bank there was a fisherman fishing. I told you that in Turkish, heech means salt, but it means something else too. It also means nothing. And when that fisherman heard Mustafa coming by saying heech, 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 he thought he meant nothing, nothing, nothing. And what do you suppose that fisherman was catching? That's right, nothing. So he yelled up angrily at Mustafa, "Boy, you shouldn't be saying that." "Oh, what should I be saying?" said Mustafa. "You should be saying, 'May there be 5 or 10 of them, 5 or 10 big fish.'" "Oh, I see," said Mustafa. And then he walked on down the road saying, "May there be 5 or 10 of them, may there be 5 or 10 of them," until he encountered a long funeral procession with many weeping mourners. He walked past all those crying people right up to the casket with the body in it. And you know what he said? "May there be 5 or 10 of them." Well, the people were so astonished they forgot to cry, and they started to smack Mustafa about the head and shoulders. "You shouldn't be saying that, boy." "Oh, what should I be saying?" said Mustafa. "You should be saying, 'May God rest his soul. May God rest his soul.'" "Oh, I see," said Mustafa. So he walked on down the road saying, "May God rest his soul. May God rest his soul," until he encountered a great big dead fish lying rotting and stinking in the middle of the road. Well, he walked right up to the dead fish and said, "May God rest his soul." Someone passing by overheard him and laughed out loud. "Ho, ho, ho, boy, that's silly. You shouldn't be saying that." "Oh, what should I be saying?" said Mustafa. "You should be saying, 'Oh, what a smell! Ooh, what a smell!'" "Oh, I see," said Mustafa. So he walked on down the road saying, "Oh, what a smell! Ooh, what a smell!" until he encountered 3 lovely ladies wearing very expensive perfume. He walked up to those ladies and said, "Ooh, what a smell! Oh, what a smell!" Well, those lovely ladies took off their very expensive slippers and started to smack Mustafa about the head and shoulders. "Boy, you shouldn't be saying that." "Ah," said Mustafa. "What should I be saying?" "You should be saying, 'Oh, how lovely! My, how nice!'" "Oh, I see," said Mustafa. So he walked on down the road saying, Oh, how lovely! My, how nice! Oh, how lovely! My, how nice! Until he ran into a couple of big burly fellows having a fist fight. The first man smacked the second man, and Mustafa said, "Oh, how lovely!" The second man smacked the first man, and Mustafa said, "My, how nice." Well, they stopped pounding each other and started to pound Mustafa. "Boy, you shouldn't be saying that." "Oh," said Mustafa, "what should I be saying?" "You should be saying, 'Please, sirs, stop fighting, good sirs. Please, sirs, stop fighting, good sirs.'" "Oh, I see," said Mustafa. So he walked on down the road saying, "Please, sirs, stop fighting, good sirs. Please, sirs, stop fighting, good sirs," until he encountered two big dogs having a fight, growling and snarling and biting each other. And he said to those dogs, "Please, sirs, stop fighting, good sirs." A passer-by overheard him and bellowed with laughter. "Oh, boy, that's the silliest thing I ever heard. You shouldn't be saying that." "Oh, what should I be saying?" said Mustafa. "Oh, you should be saying, 'Out, dog, get out! Out, dog, get out!'" "Oh, I see," said Mustafa. So he walked on down the road saying, "Out, dog, get out! Out, dog, get out!" until he finally arrived at the marketplace. Now, in the first stall, there was a shoemaker who was chewing up some fresh leather between his teeth to soften it enough to sew into a pair of shoes, when Mustafa walked right up to him and said, "Out, dog, get out!" He spat the leather out angrily. "Dog yourself! Boy, you shouldn't be saying that." "Oh," said Mustafa, "what should I be saying?" "You should be saying nothing," said the shoemaker. "You should be saying heach." "Oh, I see," said Mustafa. "Heach." Heach? Heach! Heach means nothing, and it also means salt. And that's what I was supposed to buy. So he ran right away to the salt seller's stall, bought a box of salt, ran home with it, and proudly handed it to his master. "Why, thank you, Mustafa," said the master. "But tell me, boy, how did you ever manage to remember that?" "Oh," said Mustafa, "it was nothing."